I told my autistic brother the truth when he asked me why women don't like him. So I moved back home a few months ago to help my parents out. My brother Jake is 24 and still lives here too. He's got Asperger's, but he's super high functioning. Like you wouldn't really know unless you spent time with him. Anyway, one night he comes into the kitchen while I'm making dinner and just goes, "I need to ask you something." He looked genuinely confused, which was weird for him because Jake usually acts like he has everything figured out. Turns out he's been trying to date. He'd been on like 6 different first dates in 2 months and every single one ghosted him after. One girl literally stood up and walked out halfway through coffee. He showed me the texts where they'd just stop responding completely. Here's the thing though, I know exactly why. Our parents babied Jake his whole life. My mom especially would tell him he was smarter than everyone else because he was on the spectrum. Like she'd say neurotypical people were just average and he was special. So now Jake genuinely believes he's the smartest person in any room. And with women, it's 10 times worse. He thinks we're all just emotional messes who can't think logically. I've lived with this my whole life. Me and my 2 sisters have dealt with his garbage for years. He'll say the meanest stuff, and when you get upset, he goes, "You're being irrational, I'm just being honest." Every single time. It's his go-to line and it makes me want to scream. Like last month, my older sister was telling us about her promotion at work, and Jake interrupted to explain how she probably only got it because her boss felt sorry for her. When she got mad, he pulled the whole, "See, this is why women don't succeed, you're too emotional to handle criticism" thing. So when Jake asked me why his dates weren't working, I had 2 options. Lie to make him feel better, or actually help him. I sat down and said, "Okay, you really want to know?" He nodded. I told him straight up that he talks to women like they're beneath him, that he acts like he can read our minds and know exactly what we're thinking when he's literally always wrong. I said his whole vibe comes off as demeaning and honestly kinda sexist. His face went red immediately. He stood up and said, "I can't control how my brain works." I told him this wasn't about his brain. This was about the stuff our parents taught him that wasn't true. That being on the spectrum doesn't mean he's better than everyone else. He walked out and didn't talk to me for 2 days. Then my parents called me into the living room. Apparently, Jake told them I attacked him for things he can't help. My mom was furious. She said I ruined his confidence right when he was trying to put himself out there. My dad just shook his head and said I should have been more supportive. But here's what really got me. My mom turned to me and goes, "You know how sensitive he is? Why would you say those things?" I looked at her and said, "He asked me for the truth." She said some truths don't need to be said. Jake's been avoiding me ever since.